Lil Wayne is making something a lot clearer to me now, and I think to all of his fans. When Kendrick Lamar got the Super Bowl halftime show, there were a lot of people who were upset that because it was in New Orleans, that it didn't go to Wayne.
Right, including Wayne was upset.
And Wayne was very vocal about how upset he was, and that was odd to me. It's like, why is he wearing his heart on his sleeve so publicly over something like this? Celebrities.
It was almost like therapy. I mean, he was so disappointed.
Well, now I think I understand it, because he says that this was something, him getting the Super Bowl halftime show was dangled in front of him for months, and he changed his life and did things that he wouldn't normally do, thinking that that was going to happen.
So he had the rug pulled out.
Exactly. That's what he's saying now.
Yeah, what he's saying is basically the NFL used him as a pawn. Like he said, like anytime you saw him with Tom Brady or Fanatics or, even a Michael Rubin White Party, it was all for show. The NFL told him to get his public appearances up, get people used to seeing him. And then when it came time for the Super Bowl, they gave it to Kendrick.
So I'm confused. Was the purpose of the show that they would pay homage to New Orleans, even though they knew they weren't going to get a New Orleans artist?
No, that he was going to be the
But why
artist.
would they do that? Why would they lead him down the path if they wanted Kendrick? I don't understand.
Basically it said the NFL told him that they had nothing to do with it. It was basically on Jay-Z and Rock Nation.
But why would Jay-Z and Rock Nation string him along like that if they always intended to
Yeah,
do
because
Kendrick?
Jay-Z and Rock Nation are in lockstep with the NFL when it comes to selecting who's going to be.
I don't understand why they lead him down the path.
It makes sense to have multiple candidates, but going into it, Kendrick just blew up. Not Like Us became one of the biggest rap songs of all time. So it just made sense for Kendrick to do the Super Bowl.
But then the way you're putting it, it's not so much that they led him down a path that they never intended to follow.
They were going to, but then
Kendrick blew up, and they just said, we got to pivot.
Right. It sounds like they decided they got to pivot. But for Lil Wayne, you understand.
He just thinks, I'm getting it, I'm not.
Yeah. And that's clearly upsetting. By the way, he didn't say he has an issue with Kendrick. And I think even Wayne understands how big Kendrick was, and that was a moment for him. But still, I feel badly for him that he's going along for months thinking, all right, this is happening. And
then it
doesn't.
Lil Wayne has said he's no longer interested in doing the Super Bowl halftime show. He said they stole that feeling. I don't want to do it. It was perfect, referring to the Super Bowl being in New Orleans, and that would have been a perfect opportunity for him to do the Super Bowl. Lil Wayne, in this interview, also spoke on his relationship with Kendrick Lamar. He said he has no bad blood with Kendrick. In fact, Lil Wayne said that he didn't pay attention to Lamar and Drake's war of words. I'm going to give you the perfect example, he tells me. I went on stage and I was singing this song and they thought I was dissing. The song was Not Like Us, Lamar's smash hit. DJ Mustard produced Takedown of Drake from last year. Wayne burrows his face into the arm of an accent chair while laughing about unknowingly rapping along to a Drake diss track. I ain't want my dude to be mad at me. I didn't even know it was Kendrick. Lil Wayne also claims to not have known that Kanye West and Jay-Z had a collab album, Watch the Throne. Later in the evening, I referenced Jay-Z and Kanye West's Watch the Throne. What's that? Wayne asked, staring at another Sports Center replay. Kanye and Jay-Z's album. Lil Wayne responds, they did an album? Now, man, this was an interview with Rolling Stone. They were speaking about Lil Wayne's upcoming The Carter 6 album, which I'm excited for. Some confirmed collaborators on the album are Billie Eilish, Wyclef Jean, Andrea Bocelli, Miley Cyrus, Elephant Man, MGK, Cameron Carter, Lil Wayne's son, Bono from U2, Ye, Kanye West as a producer, and Wheezy, the producer. Ye could not make the final cut. Overall, a very interesting interview from Wayne. He, by his admission, has some of the worst memory or just never pays attention to anything. How do you feel about this? Let me know in the comments. Till next time, I'm out of here. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. I will be posting long-form content there. Till then, I'm out of here. You shitting me? Oh, man.